I'll announce it in. Okay, you tell me. And then will you put YouTube on the monitor in here for us to see? Yep. Cool. Can you close that window? Scroll down a little bit so I can see the people, how many people are in. If you want to. What's up, guys? Welcome if you're just joining us on YouTube for the open house with Simone Crestani from Italy, showing us some Italian history and shaping. And we wanted to invite you guys in to hang out with us for 20 minutes. So we're gonna have the open house from 4:20 now until about 4:40. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and feel free to comments, let us know where you're watching from, and if you have any questions for Simone, feel free to go ahead and ask. We're working on, Simone is making a goblet, a drinking glass, a fancy drinking glass. And this part is the stem.
Working on the stem right now.
So in Italian, or maybe in Venetian, what would you call the cane? Like, what would be the direct translation for, not like a specific one, but more like the entire technique? Like, how would you describe that? And what's the Venetian word for that?
It's canna a retortoli.
Say again?
It's canna a retortoli.
A retortoli?
Yeah.
And what is...
but we can call it Zanfirico as well.
Zanfirico, right?
Zanfirico, more commonly, yeah.
And in Venetian, do they have the word latticino, or is that an American term used to describe the technique?
No, the latticino is the word that they use for describing the really milky white.
Uh-huh.
The one that you use for this kind of works,
Yep.
that stays really heavy even when you pull it.
It's a specific type of Zanfirico.
It's
Latticino.
a specific kind of color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Actually, the real good one is actually not existing anymore, because it's not. We are not allowed to make it, but I think even in the US, because it's containing a big quantity of arsenic.
Yeah.
So the real deep white is something that...
Yeah, I remember that actually, yeah. And
if you look at some pieces from the 16th century that have the reticello pattern,
mm-hmm.
it's just so detailed. The lines are so thin.
Yeah.
It does really look like another material.
We have 14 people in the room. You guys, thank you for checking it out. Let us know where you're from. Make sure you, well, if you're enjoying the video, give it a thumbs up. It means a lot to us and helps other people see the channel. So, and then in Zanferico, there's many different types of Zanferico, like Ballantini and things like that. They have distinct names, right?
They do have a name of the. Honestly, I don't know them. But yeah, you can do many different kinds. It's just changing the number of the lines, the position where you put them. Unfortunately, borosilicate glass is quite tricky to do it because some of them, especially if you have the color from the outside, when you pull them, it's really difficult to pull them evenly.
Yeah.
But again, as many Venetian techniques, they were invented for soft glass. So we are trying to translate them, but it's not. Sometimes it's not that easy. It's not. It's not true that they might not work perfectly. A couple of years ago, I've done a reproduction of Guggenheim Cup. You know, the famous. It took me 22 days.
Really?
Of broken pieces just to understand the method to put it together.
Yeah.
Because it was really, really difficult with this kind of glass. It cools down too fast, and when you have to stack many things together that you cannot reheat anymore, at the end it probably wouldn't make sense to do that, but I took it as a challenge. I got one. Not sure I'm gonna be able to make another one.
Where is it now?
It's sold.
Sold, yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. A lot of work.
Yeah. You know, when you do good special things, they are much easier to sell.
How long is the longest you've spent on a project?
Probably the last Venetian project altogether, it took me 3 years. But it's even because now I'm working much slower on the process. I like to understand it better and make it perfect. So in the past I was making projects much more faster than what I'm now. But it's part of the process. I mean, I enjoy it much more now to make it slower.
Yeah.
And on a single piece, probably this Guggenheim one was the longer one, but not because, I mean, when I finally made the good one, it took me a day. It's just to figure out the way to do it that took me really 22 days of trials.
Yeah. So when you're trying something so many times, I think that's something that might be able to be translated to some people just starting off. Like you try a lot of times and pushing your limit and trying your hardest. And I think it's important to just at least note that Simone, after so many years, pushes himself to make projects and is comfortable with failure.
And but I really, it's something that I really enjoy to get out of my comfort zone and try new things.
You guys have any questions? We'll be on for another 5 or 7 minutes or so. So if you have any questions, you got a great opportunity to get some history or some technical knowledge. Juggalo Smurf, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're back. Thanks for the comment, and we're happy to see you too. And yeah, it'll be on YouTube, so you can check it out when you have a chance. So 21.5 is asking, how do you pull straight points or such straight points? Practica.
Yeah, practice. I mean, pulling point is the easiest thing you can do in glass.
Yeah.
So it's just take, if you all guys just stick on there
Yeah.
for 15 days, you're gonna find the way to pull
Yep.
a good points.
Yep.
It's just not fun, I agree, but there is not another way to do it.
Well, you can
It's
make
not a
it kind of
shortcut.
fun, right? You can make, like, once you get it liquidy, you can really move that tube around
yeah.
and snap it back into shape
Yeah,
right
yeah.
before the timing's done. So you can have fun with it.
Yeah.
As many hours as
Yeah.
you can spend doing it.
Yeah, the shortcut could be pulling the points with the lathe, but you will never learn
Yeah.
how to pull a point. So I don't think it's worth it at the end. I'm now using a lathe for pulling points, but just because
Yeah.
I know how to do it.
The white that we're using, Matt, is Star White from North Star. For those of you guys just joining us, this is Simone Crestani from Italy, and he's showing us how to make a goblet, a fancy cup. And if you're enjoying the video, please give it a thumbs up and like and subscribe. If you have any questions, we'll be on for another few minutes, and now's a really good opportunity to just find out how something is done. Thank you, Brian. We appreciate the feedback, and yeah, I mean, you people like you give us someone to be, so we appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for that compliment.
So what I'm trying to do is to keep it more symmetrical as possible. It can be quite tricky, but doesn't really need to be really perfect. You're gonna cover it with the decoration now. Still, if you can just adjust it with little movements, make it as best as you can. So now it's gonna be the fun part. I really like it. So we're gonna apply a gather like this. Now we're gonna just do this pinching the decoration. This is really traditional, and I think it's really awesome. I really like it. And there is not a perfect way to do it. Just I'm doing it in my own way. Every brass blower that I know that use these kind of things, everybody does it a little different. So I would say there is not a right way to do it. Just try to do it the way that you like it.
It's so cool to see the traditional furnace style shapes in borosilicate. That was really exciting for me when I was in Italy too, to see. That's why Cesare for me was so revolutionary. Seeing his work at that age, I was like so interested in Venetian style and technique.
Yeah.
But
and Cesare does this all the time, so it's
he's really talented. Really,
yeah, he's really talented. And
he works very hard.
Yeah.
And he's very, I mean, my experience with him was that he was very humble and kind to me when I was there.
Yeah.
And opened his home to me.
And he is also, he challenged himself pretty much a lot in new projects. So that's the way to develop, to get better and better. Just making new things and try to get out of the comfort zone.
So we want to thank everyone on YouTube for checking this out, and make sure if you like this kind of content, hit that like button, and if you want some more, go to revereglass.com and you can see this whole workshop and a lot of other great workshops with really amazing artists. So I want to thank you guys, and we'll see you next time. And for those of you guys who are in the class still, we're going to close the stream and make it private again.